Hi, this is Brother Barnes, and in this video I want to discuss data entry and formulas in Excel. Notice that I have some data from density measurements of pine and oak blocks. Notice that I have mass, height, width, depth. I have these columns intact, and I'm almost finished with the depth column, so I still need 3.4. And I still need 3.5 here. So let's scan these and make sure these look correct. 120, that looks pretty good. Okay, so far so good. Good. Looks like the data is comparing back and forth pretty nicely. Density is the aim. And basically, to find density, which is a derived unit, one must divide mass by volume. And for us, it will be grams per cubic centimeter. So the height, the width, and the depth of these wooden blocks are all measured in centimeters. So what I wanted to talk about with you next, after inputting the data, is how would we configure a formula to get Excel to multiply these three columns to get volume. So let's go up to the formula line and type in equals. And remember, if we multiply things, that's called finding the product. So let's pick product. And notice that it tells us the data that must be entered. So I want B2 multiplied by C2 multiplied by D2. So let's input that. Let's say B2 multiplied by C2 multiplied by D2, and let's close the parentheses. And let's click and see if we get an expected value. Yes, that works nicely. So the formula that we put into this cell, if we go on the little corner and drag this downward, then it will copy and paste the same formula but with the cells accordingly. 446, 234, 210, 462, 208, 208.25. Everything's looking good so far. Yay. What about density? Well, density is mass divided by volume. So basically, to start out, we would want to take A2 and divide by E2, wouldn't we? So let's go up to the formula line and let's put equals, and let's just do a parentheses, and let's say A2, and let's put a dividing by sign, and let's put E2. And let's see if that works. That's kind of simple. And we get a density of 0.716 grams per cubic cc. Now the numbers are not exactly right, are they? 0.6. Okay, this is rounded off. This 5 rounded this 2 to a larger number. So let's do the same thing. Let's grab a hold of the corner and pull this formula down and see if we get 0.513, 0.479, 0.368, 0.474, 0.48. Lovely, lovely. Now, if we want to make these numbers and these numbers look relatively the same, we could go home. Let's go home. And let's see if we can move the decimal. That's too many. We went too far. Let's decrease it. And let's see if that looks more similar to the data that we have here. I think this looks just perfect. So we did several things. We input data and we input some formulas, and then we also changed the decimal place value. I think that's pretty good. let's keep working at this. Let's make a really nice lab report before this is all over.